Shalom, Israel. This is Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West, 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. And we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They are the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group, any Muslim mosque, or any Christian organization. We're the home of the truth, man. And today we're going to get into some scriptures about chariots. You know what I'm saying? You know, the mysteries about what the chariots are, the chariots of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to break that down, exactly expound on that, exactly what, you know, the secrets and the things that have been going around, you know, since the days of old, since the days of Moses, man, all the way until Christ left the scene. So that's what we're going to get today, man. So if you could, can you get me, somebody give me Exodus 13 and 21.
Exodus chapter 13, verse 21.
Right.
And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud.
Right. It says the Lord went before them by day and of a pillar of a cloud. Right? If you ever read about, you know, if you hear pillar, or if you hear the Lord went by them by a pillar of cloud, you know what I'm saying? It went, first of all, it's talking about the children of Israel, them in the Exodus. It's talking about he watched over the children of Israel as they were traveling through the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? And he went by them by day through a pillar of a cloud, man. You know what I'm saying? What is that talking about? You know what I'm saying? People don't understand, you know, what that is. Most people don't understand, but the I.S.U.P.K does. We're going to break down, you know, the secrets to you, you know what I'm saying, that has been passed down, you know, from generation to generation. Go ahead.
I mean, do you want me to look up the definition of a pillar, or?
Go ahead, yeah, you can look at the definition of a pillar. Yeah, look up in here. That might take. Yeah, so what is a pillar, man? Pillar of a cloud. You know what I'm saying? Why was this cloud following over the children of Israel? You know what I'm saying? What's the significance of that? Right? You gonna do that? Go ahead.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is the definition of a pillar.
Right.
In the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary.
Right.
It says stone pillars.
Yeah, stone pillars.
Yes, a stone pillar were often set up as a memorial.
It's talking about that pillar. Is there a second definition?
Let me see. It says a pillar of cloud and fire.
That's it. That's it right there.
Right, okay.
A pillar of cloud and fire. You know what I'm saying? It's just a big ball of gas and fire and heat.
Okay. So God, he guided Israel out of Egypt and through the wilderness by a pillar of cloud by day.
Right. That's exactly what Exodus 13 and 21 says. He said he guided children of Israel with a pillar of cloud by day. You know what I'm saying? For their guidance. You know what I'm saying? And what that pillar of cloud is, man. Well, you know what? Read verse 20. Keep going. You know what? We're gonna keep going. And then we'll continue to break it down.
Exodus chapter 13, verse 21.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way.
Right, to lead them the way. They, you know what I'm saying? They didn't know exactly where they were going. They following Moses. know what I'm saying? But the Most High is with Moses. So Moses, that's how Moses knew where to go. You know what I'm saying? That's how he followed. You know what I'm saying? That was his compass, man. That's where the Lord was leading him. He was leading him east, right? Because what was their goal at the end of the day? To get to their homeland. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to get to Jerusalem. They wanted to take over that east. You know what I'm saying? All those lands over there. So keep going.
And by night in a pillar of fire.
And by night in a pillar of fire. You know what I'm saying? It's nighttime, so they were going to need some light, man. These are miracles that the Lord did with the children of Israel, man. It wasn't just those plagues and everything he did to get them out, but this right here is almost like a miracle, man. Any more on that?
Kind of is.
Yeah.
To give them light.
Yeah, to give them light, like I just said, to give them light. Go ahead.
To go by day and night.
Right. To go by day and night, man. Right. So with that pillar or that cloud was the angels, man. That's what that pillar was, man. The angels in their chariots. You know what I'm saying? That's who it was. That's what the Lord gave them. He ordered an angel to go lead the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Through Moses, to lead them through a pillar of cloud to have light, man. That's what it was. Okay. Can somebody give me Exodus 19:9?
Is it Exodus 19:9?
Kind of.
Exodus chapter 19 verse 9.
Right.
And the Lord said unto Moses, Lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud.
Right. Wait, Sly, can you read the verse before that?
This is Exodus chapter 19 verse 8. And all the people answered to heaven and said, all all that the Lord hath spoken, we will do. And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Lord. Right.
Moses went up into Mount Sinai to talk with the Most High, and he you know what I'm saying, he prayed. You know what I'm saying, he went up there for 40 days, and then he came back down, and he spoke with the people, and he gave exactly what the Lord told them to do. Pretty much making that first covenant, man, making that covenant with the Lord. And they said we would do it. They agreed to do what the Lord said, man. They signed that dotted line with the Most High's contract. So he went back into the Most High and told them those words that they said they would do it. So go ahead.
Verse 9. And the Lord said unto Moses, Lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with thee and believe thee forever. Right. And Moses told the words of the people unto the Lord.
Right there. He just said, he said a thick cloud. The Lord said he would come to Moses in a thick cloud up in Mount Sinai. There goes that cloud again. You know what I'm saying? How, if anybody can know or answer, how in the world did the Lord speak to Moses? In what way? Yeah. He said.
Say it again.
I say, yeah. How did the Lord speak to Moses? How did he do it?
By himself up in the mountain.
Yeah. He was by himself. But I mean, like, how did he do it? Like, let me put it like this: like, in what fashion did he do it? Did the Lord speak to him? Did he speak to the Lord face to face? So how else did he speak to the Lord?
Like through fire.
Nah, y'all know, you know this one too. You just probably forgot. You think you had it?
I don't think I know. I'm really taking a guess at it.
Y'all know this one. I know y'all know this one.
I don't want to sound like no Christian and say through the Spirit.
Yeah, it's somewhat because I mean that's happened before. You know, people that spoke to the Lord in the Spirit.
I'm not sure.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody online answer?
Like,
If you can see.
Live, so ain't nobody.
Anybody? All right, that's too wild. How he spoke to the Most High was through the angels, man. Right. God, so that's how he spoke to the Lord. Yeah, through the angels. Yeah, I told you know that one. I told you. It just slipped your mind. That's it. Yeah, that's how he spoke to the Lord through the Most High's angels, man. That's how he got to speak to him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Lord got too much power for you to see him. What the scripture said, no one has ever seen the Lord and live, have seen his face and live. You got it?
Right, but that's just him talking to the angels when he came back down. The children of Israel was like he had a glow all over his body or something.
Right, calm. Yeah, even the Lord, still his power was there, you know what I'm saying? When he came back down, he had a glow on his face, man. It was too yeah, it was too much. It was like, it was bright, you know what I'm saying? It was bright and it was just terrifying to look at because he was up there in the Most High's presence, man. You know what I'm saying? With the angels, talking to the angels, to the Most High. That's probably the closest that anybody has gotten to the Most High other than Christ. It was that right there with Moses, up in Mount Sinai. You know what I'm saying? Can you skip down to verse 16?
Yeah, kind of. Verse 16. And it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings and the thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceeded loud.
Right.
Loud. Like.
He said there was thunders and lightnings up in that mountain. You know what I'm saying? And the thick cloud in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? There was a chariot right there in that cloud, man. That's how that, because the angels, that's their vehicles, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like how we drive today, that's how they get around. That's how the angels got around. So you know they parked that thing right down there with that cloud, and there was Moses down there, speaking with the angels, speaking to the Most High. Who knows, man? Moses was probably terrified at first, like, who in the heck is this? Like, he just saw a crazy being up there. And that's why he had that glow. No, you too wild. Let me get Exodus 24 and 15. Hey, it's like, you got the video up on there?
Nah, I want to show, because you never said what the video was.
I sent it to you. You too wild. Right, man. But that's how Moses pull out this out. If you could get it, Bob Kasha. I think I sent it. I had to send it on Messenger. Give me a sec.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
It's like about that. That's my fault.
Yeah, go ahead with that.
Con, you go ahead.
Exodus 24 and 15.
Right.
And Moses went up into the mount, and a cloud covered the mount.
Right. This is plainly the same thing. Moses went up the mountain, and a cloud covered the mountain. We just went over all of this. So keep any more? Oh, no, that's it. That's it. All right, we're going to get some chariot scriptures. We're going to get some direct scriptures. You get Zechariah 5 and 1 through 4. Bible shop. Should have sent you a message. All right. I send it to you. God.
Zechariah 5:1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe.
Right. He said, that was verse 1?
Kind.
All right, this is Zechariah 5:1. He said, I looked up, and my eyes, behold, a flying robe, man. A flying robe. Keep going.
Verse 2. And he said unto me, what seest thou?
What? And he said unto him, he was like, what you see, man? What you see up in the, when you looked up into the sky? What do you see? Keep going.
And I answered, I see a flying robe.
He said, I see a flying robe. Keep going.
The length thereof is 20 cubits.
Right, the length thereof is 20 cubits, man. That's how long it was. Go ahead.
And the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
And the what thereof?
The breadth.
And the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Right? Keep going.
Verse 3. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
Right, this is the curse. This is a terrible thing, man. A curse, terrible thing that goes over the earth, man. This is, of course, explaining a chariot again when it's talking about a flying robe, right? He's talking about this is a terrible thing right here because you know who's in that is those angels, man. And he said that is going over the earth, man. That's a curse. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it.
Right. He said anyone that stealeth on this side shall be cut unto it. Is that it on it? On that? Oh, keep going. So like.
And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on to that side according to it.
Right. Right. So this chariot could pretty much destroy you. That's it. That's it on that.
Unless you still want to go forward.
Oh, come yeah. That's the last verse then. Go ahead.
Verse 4. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the theft, and into the house of him that swear falsely in my name, by my name.
Right. It's talking about the destruction of the chariots, pretty much. Of that flying road, which is a chariot, which is the angel's vehicle, which they drive, man. Which is what they roll in. He's saying, you know what I'm saying? What we call today UFOs, what we call them IFOs, we call them identified flying objects because we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? People think it's some alien. You know what I'm saying? Where you wonder where they get that concept from of an alien. You know what I'm saying? Wondering like something from outer space. You know what I'm saying? Something from another world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not from this society, not from this age of society, but something from out of this world, man. You know what I'm saying? That's where they get this concept from. Of wondering like what a flying saucer, man. That's what the chariots actually are in the Bible. People think it's some other some sci-fi films they watch. You know, the alien with the airhead looking head, big black eyes, shiny eyes. They take that as an alien. You know what I'm saying? When alien just means a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Something that's not from where you're from. As soon as you type in alien on Google, they're going to pull up what? Some weird, mystical looking creature. Right? Right. Something that's going to make it look like it came out your toilet hole. A piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make it look crazy. That's what they identify as an angel or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Some mystical being, something with big black eyes and a big head, saying "Hello, Earthling" type stuff. You know that they made that up You know what I'm saying, to confuse you about what the Bible's really talking about. Those IFOs, or what you call UFOs today, is angels, man. That's what's flying those chariots out there. That's ruled by the Most High. They're not out there roaming on their own doing whatever they want to do. Right. They're under the Most High's order. They do what He says, man. They do what He wants. Like we went over last night. How Satan does what the Most High wants. Right. You know what I'm saying? The Most High created good and evil. He created everything to do His perfect work on this earth. And the chariots and the angels of the Lord is another thing right there. So somebody give me Ezekiel 1:16? Easy one.
Ezekiel 1:16.
Yeah.
The appearance of the wheels in their work was like unto the color of beryl.
Right. The appearance of the wheels right here. Here it is. Explaining another thing. You know what I'm saying? That had something. This description is given saying the appearance of wheels. You know, everybody knows what a wheel looks like, and instead it looks like barrel. And
it's green, man.
Yeah, it's green. Right, barrel is green. That's how they said Christ's body was. You know, because He was wearing a green garment. Right, just like how we got the picture right there. Look, right there. He's wearing a green garment. That's barrel. And when they said Christ was olive colored, you know what I'm saying? Some people think He talking about either his skin is green, or was He just talking about his garment? It was really talking about his skin complexion for one, and because all olives ain't green. You got black olives, you got brown olives, you got tan looking olives, you got all kind of color of olives. Oh, go ahead, you got something? Oh, it's like that, but yeah, that's exactly what Colossus I was thinking. He was thinking the same shit. So, you know what I'm saying? This is what goes over people's heads, right? So, you get the next one, or you keep going?
And they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
Right. And you said, whoa, you said that what was like this again? Read that from that part again.
And they four had one likeness.
Right, they're four, like there was four wheels, man. That means they're all alike. And keep going.
And their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
Right, and their appearance and their work was like a wheel in the middle of a wheel. What does that kind of remind you of? Nah.
So-called UFO.
Right, yeah. But I'm talking about like the wheel part. A wheel in the middle of a wheel.
Tire.
Yeah. Yeah. But also what? Because it said a wheel in the middle of a wheel. So just think about something going round and round. I mean, if you can think about it, it's already, think about how we ride, us, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian.
Oh, you're talking about Spanish?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they remind you of. This is talking about the chariots, man. The angels of the Lord had this, man. This is almost like spinners, man. They had crazy. The angels are black, for one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High is black. Christ is black. The Jews are black. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are black. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Yes, man. This talking about a wheel in the middle of a wheel. They either had that thing double wheeled up or some spinner in that thing. You know what I'm saying?
24, 26,
right.
32.
Angels riding 24s out this mug. 32s out this mug. Like this is what the angels had. They had spinners, man. They like to ride around clean too. Shoot. Come on now. Is that on 16 or is this?
Yeah, kind of. That was it on 16.
Okay, you read 17.
Verse 17. When they went upon their four sides.
Right, and when they went upon their four sides. Keep going.
And they turned not when they went.
Right, and they turned not where they went. They didn't even turn. Those chariots that flew through the air didn't even turn, man. It was just going any straight direction. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even turn. Wherever it went, it went. Right? Is that it on there?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, can you get can somebody give me Isaiah 66 and 15? Bible Kashah. We explain exactly how these the chariots of the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
Isaiah 66 and 15.
All right.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
Right. He said, behold, the Lord will come with fire, man. Keep going.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Right. With his chariots like a whirlwind. This is a previous prophecy. You know what I'm saying? They talked about this. They talked about this in the New Testament also, which we're going to get into in a little bit. He said, the Lord shall come with fire, man. With his chariots like a whirlwind. Keep going.
To render his anger with fury.
Right. To render his anger with fury, man. To show his power on earth. Not for any old reason. To execute judgment. He's coming back for vengeance, man. Keep going.
And his rebuke with flames of fire.
And his rebuke with flames of fire, man. His rebuke with flames of fire. That's going to be his rebuke. You're going to get burnt up. Keep going.
Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword the Lord plead with our flesh.
Right. Right. By fire and with a sword, he will plead with all flesh, man. What does it mean when he say he's going to plead with all flesh? Anybody? You got it, Collector?
I guess like warn them.
No. All right, so let me just go ahead and give it to you. He said he's going to plead with all flesh. That means he's going to come and take their head off. I know, because of course it's Bible written in old Quaker English. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, like, he's using violence right here. That's what it means. You know what I'm saying? He's not coming to be nice. I know it says plead, and people think it's like talking, you know what I'm saying? I thought that at one point too, but it's talking about him coming to execute, man. That's what he's gonna do. All right. So the next one, what we got about 40 minutes? Let me get the video. You got it though? Okay. Wait one second. Can you give me somebody give me Matthew 24 and 30, if you could.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 30.
All right.
And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven.
Right. It said, then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, man. What do we always talk about Christ is going to do when he comes through? That sky's going to crack, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's going to break through the atmosphere. He's going to break through the what you call it? What you call that? The ozone layer, or through the firmament. That's what I'm talking about. The firmament. He's gonna burst through that, right? Through that from the fourth dimension with 2 million angels and chariots, man. Right. He's gonna be coming in chariot. Keep going.
And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
Right. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, man. Why are all the tribes of the earth mourning? Keep going. Go ahead.
It's like I made it's gonna be a lot of death.
Right. Yeah, because it's gonna be a lot of death. You're right. But why? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna mourn because it's gonna be like, shoot.
Yeah, like they ain't
like it's right. Some people don't have their stuff together when Christ come back. And they see him coming. They're like, they've never seen. Right. Right, Sister Rosemary, exactly. Saying how many are going to be ready. Like they're gonna see them coming. They're gonna be like, it's gonna be groaning. It's not gonna be pretty.
Right.
They're gonna be like, we in the middle of this thing now. It's time now. You know what I'm saying? Even if say if you was good, everybody's still gonna be like, oh my goodness.
Right.
It's gonna be unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something they never seen. You got something? God, that's exactly what he said. All right, you got something now?
Yeah, it's like I made. It's really gonna I really can't wait to see the faces I can't wait to see the people faces that didn't believe that the Most High was real.
Right.
I can't wait to see their faces. They're gonna be like, damn, so we've been worshiping these crystals and shit for nothing.
Right.
Like, yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Cause yeah, man. Because it's not like he didn't warn them. It's not like they didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Well, they could have seen. Some people were ignorant, but they're gonna finally see that this was true, man. Who the Most High was and who He sent Christ for, man. They're gonna finally see it come, and we're gonna get into that in a little bit. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go a little bit over time. I ain't gonna go way over, but we missed a lot of time. So, yeah, you can. You want to get that video if you could. You can turn that thing all the way up as much as you can. We about to get a video of Ronald Reagan here. You know what I'm saying? We sitting here, we talking about the chariots of the Lord, the chariots, man, what the angels drive. You know what I'm saying? What the angels ride in. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the angels and what you know what I'm saying, how those things work according to the Bible, according to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And Ronald Reagan, you know what I'm saying, not that he knows everything, you know, the secrets of the Bible, but these people know that there could be something, you know, beyond them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's like, so with the Area 41, is it Area 41?
Area 51.
51?
Yeah, Area 51.
Area 51. So I want to know what is classified about that. Like
what is it?
Like what the hell is they hiding over there? Because I know it ain't no damn chariot. Y'all ain't got no chariots over there.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is they hiding over there that's so classified and so secretive that they don't want the world to know.
Right, man. I mean, what it could be, you know what I'm saying? Of course we don't know, but what it could be is maybe some debris from space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because things fall out of space all the time. You know what I'm saying? You have little small asteroids fall out of space. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It could be something that's foreign that they've never seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they shut up that whole part of the area, call it Area 51. And they're like, only the NASA space program has access. Right. So you know what I'm saying? Any of those space, you know, programs or the Space Force. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now look what they have now, man. I forgot to talk about this. What do they have now? They have the Space Force now.
Right.
They just created a new Space Force for the USA. First, what you got? You got your Army, your Marines, your Navy, your...
the NASA, right?
Right. And then you got NASA. And then you had your Air Force. There, it keeps going up. It's like levels. Now it's in the air. It's Air Force now. Right. Now what do you have after that? Now you got the Space Force. They're going another... You got NASA, of course. But now you got the Space Force. It's like another level above, man. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that they're building. They built a whole Space Force now. You know what I'm saying? They got a new logo and everything now. Now they know they keep trying to go up and up.
They're gonna get them people killed.
Right. They just most likely gonna get them people killed, sending them up there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're trying to reach the Most High, like the eagle, and they exalt themselves as the eagle, just like the scriptures say. They want to go see what's up there. They want to explore. You know what I'm saying? And they know that there's more to life than this earth. So they want to find everything, man. They want to reach the deepest deep of the seas, and they want to go above and beyond space, man. That's what they want to do. That's how the Bible explains it. Right? So right, and that Space Force program, that new logo they got, you know what I'm saying, the general's been going over, it has the globe and it has a pharaoh's head. If you see it, it's like a triangle. You know what I'm saying? It has a pharaoh's head in there. All right? Right. So now you got what they know. Why do they have a pharaoh's head on the Space Force program of the USA on that? First off, they modeled their whole place after Egypt. They modeled Washington after Egypt. They patterned America after Egypt. Now they have the Space Force program with the pharaoh's head looking up in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like that's exactly what the Egyptians did. They worshiped the stars, man. That's what they did. So they're patterning it after the same way, man. That's what they're doing. And they have a Space Force program. So can you play that video as loud as you could? You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to get the best sound we can on it. Well, I'm just reiterate what he said pretty much. He's talking about Ronald Reagan.
I couldn't help at one point in my discussions privately with General Secretary Gorbachev, when you stop to think that we're all God's children, wherever we may live in the world, I couldn't help but say to him, just think how easy his task and mine might be in these meetings that we held if suddenly there was a threat to this world from some other species, from another planet, outside in the universe.
Cut. Let me pause right there. All right, so first off, Ronald Reagan sitting here saying, we're all God's children. He's in a world meeting pretty much with all the nations, a nationwide meeting with all the nations, man. With Russia, Japan, and all that. What do they call that? I forgot what they call that. It's like a world council or something like that. But he's sitting there with all the nations, man. He's saying, I couldn't help to think that we're all God's children. You know what I'm saying? And run it back a little bit, maybe about 10 seconds, if you could.
Right in the universe. We'd forget all universe.
You going back?
Differences that we have from another planet outside in the universe. We'd forget all the little local differences that we have between our countries, and we would find out once and for all that we really are all human beings here on this earth together.
All right, you can pause right there. So he's saying, if we understood, you know what I'm saying, the things that were out there, we would understand that we were all human beings and that we're all one. He's talking about the world nations. He's talking about all nations of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Russia, China, Japan, what you call it, Italy, all the nations, man. The UK, you know what I'm saying? Pakistan, Israel. He's saying we're all one nation, man. We're all God's people. That's what he's saying to them, right? He said he couldn't help but think that. You got something?
Well, I was about to say, if that's the case, then why are we taking over each other's land? Why are we beefing?
Right.
If we all one nation and
right.
we all together.
And they was doing that at that time. Right. But he's about to get to something here, so keep going.
I don't suppose we can wait for some alien race to come down and threaten us, but I think that between us we can bring about that realization. In our obsession with antagonisms of the moment, we often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bond.
Right. He said maybe we need some outside universal threat, some alien, something outside of this universe to make us come together. He said perhaps something could come out of this earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps something could come from above us, from another world, and attack us. That would make us come together. That's when we should come together. He's talking to the world nations. He's talking about to the nation in the world nations meeting. Keep going.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war and the threat of war?
Go ahead.
I think maybe I'd answer it this way.
He said, he said maybe an alien threat could bring us together, man. Could bring all nations, you know, all air forces and militaries around the world together. That's what he's saying. Perhaps something that he said, if that happened, we would have to forget us fighting against each other. We would therefore have to come together at that point, man. Right?
Right.
So, where do we know? When I was at 1 Corinthians 10:1, somebody give 1 Corinthians 10:1. So he has this idea in his head, man. Right? And we already know the angels and the chariots of the Lord are from out of this world, man. And we know that they are a quote unquote alien threat. Right? So we're gonna go over exactly what he thinks, man. Like where in the world do you think have you seen all these movies, man? Independence Day, man. War of the Worlds, man. You know what I'm saying? Some alien invasion coming and attacking Earth. Where did they get this concept from? Do you think they just made that up out of nowhere? You know what I'm saying? You think they just came up with that? No, man, it's biblical. That's where they get it from. They didn't just make that up. You can't just pop in your mind. Where did they get that idea of something coming out of the earth? Something coming from above the earth, out of space, coming and invading this earth, man. Where did they get that from? Think about that. They're not that bright to just come up with an idea like that. That's biblical, man. Right, so you about to see. You got it?
Okay. 1 Corinthians 10:1.
Right.
Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud.
I don't even need that. It's like, I don't even need that. It's like, you keep reading, but nah, give me 2 Kings 1:1. Keep going.
And all passed through the sea.
Right. Right, he said, I will have you not ignorant. It's like, can you read it again?
Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud and all passed through the sea.
Right, this is just talking about where I was at in Exodus, Moses, how the chariot got it done. You got 2 Kings 1:1?
This is
Hey,
second.
it's like, can you give me
2 Kings chapter
Acts 1:9? You go ahead.
2 Kings chapter 1 verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Then Moab rebelled against Israel after the death of Arab.
Right.
That's like Ahab.
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 Yeah.
Like,
God, you talk.
I'm gonna read verse 2.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 2.
Just do the best you can. You keep going.
Ahazah fell down through a little lattice in the upper chamber that was in Samaria.
Right.
And was sick. And he sent messengers and said unto them, Go inquire of a Baal Zebub.
Beelzebub?
Beelzebub.
Is that what it says?
The god of Ekron, whether I shall cover of this disease. So like it.
No, I know. There's some weird names.
That's some weird names.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're gonna drop that. I ain't think.
Going on in that scripture.
Slag about it. That's probably my fault. Anyways, what I was really trying to get at was when Elijah got taken up in a whirlwind, man. Just like the church, just like how Christ got taken up the same way. So you can read that thing, Kalatazo. So I'm about to go over exactly where to get that concept of an alien invasion from. We're gonna try to read these scriptures. You got it.
Acts 1 and 9.
Uh-huh.
And when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
Right. This is another example of of a chariot, what I'm saying, coming down. It said he was taken up in a cloud, like we explained before. Exactly what these chariots are always covered in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's always covered up in a cloud. So that's what Christ got taken up in, man. He got taken up in the cloud. Are you reading this verse?
Verse 10. And while they looked steadfastly, I can't get it out. Steadfastly toward heaven, as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel.
Right. 2 men stood by them in white apparel. As Christ is leaving. Right. They probably wondering who the heck this is. That's how Christ got taken up, man, in a chariot, just like Elijah did. In a whirlwind. Same way. Let me get Matthew 4:24 and 6.
Matthew 24:6.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Right. Right. This is like Ronald Reagan was talking about, man. Today, you're hearing of wars and rumors of wars, man. You see all the war going on in Israel, and, you know what I'm saying, with the Israeli government and the Jewish nation, man. You see what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. Nation get turned against nation. You know what I'm saying? And these nations get turned against each other by the hand of the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what they're gonna do for this place to get destroyed, for their kingdoms to get destroyed. So they're gonna turn against each other, and they're gonna self-destruct. That's how it's gonna start. You know what I'm saying? Right. I heard this Edomite talking about like why the West won't lose. He's talking about America though. He's talking about he said because we got the F-15, the F-this, the F-35, the MC, all this. I don't even know what he was naming. He was naming all these weapons and disclosed things that they have that other nations don't have. And he said they ain't gonna fall they're not gonna fall in his lifetime, the next 20 years in the lifetime. He said they're never gonna fall. But I beg to differ, man. What Revelation 8, chapter 18 say, talking about the Babylon in the Revelation, it's talking about America, man. It's talking about it shall surely fall. This place is gonna go down, man. You know, who he think he's gonna have to just fight them. He's talking about fighting the other nations. He don't understand. He's gonna have to fight the chariots of the Most High coming with Christ.
That's right.
He's gonna have to fight them, and he's not gonna beat them. Say when Christ come back and fight these nations, they're all gonna turn from fighting each other and gonna fight him. Everybody gonna fight him, and he gonna beat them within an hour.
Right.
He oh my God, he doing a sweep, yo. He doing a sweep.
Yeah, he gonna come through with that mop.
Exactly, come through with that mop, yo. Like it's not gonna be pretty. He coming through and making hits, man. Then he gonna have some prisoners just to make their behind bow down. And when the saints shall take them, man. As we went over last week. So let me get what was I? Oh, let me get it real quick. We're gonna close out a little bit. Sorry about it. All right, we're going to get this last scripture in a little bit. All right, can somebody get me? Let me get Matthew 24 and 30. Matthew 24 and 30.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
Right. Whatever. Keep going.
And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with the power and the great glory.
Right. And they shall see the Son of Man coming out with power, with great glory, man. So, all right, we're going to close the Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1.
Wisdom of Solomon.
Kind. Wisdom of Solomon 5. Kind. It's right here. Oh,
You said Wisdom of Solomon what?
5 and 1. We're going to close out with this.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Then shall the righteous man stand in the great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Right. He said, and then shall he stand with great boldness in front of him that has afflicted him, man. It's talking about the children of Israel, man. It's talking about that's the him in this scripture, man. Shall stand in front of them, our enemies, with great boldness, because they have afflicted us. Keep going.
And made no account of his labor.
And made no account of his labors, man. Made no account that we've been down here working hard down here for them, for these nations, man. They didn't understand how hard we're working for getting our people up, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 2. And they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Right, and he said, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. When they see in that day, this is talking about Judgment Day, of course. This is talking about that day, the day of the Lord. He said, when they see it, when they see him, us standing in great boldness with Christ, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. Right?
Right.
Keep going.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Right, and shall be amazed, man, in the strangeness of his salvation. They're going to be like, how in the world have these blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, our oppressors, going to be like that? They're going to be like, how in the world did this happen? Keep going.
So far beyond all that they look for.
Right, so far as beyond what they look for. They didn't see none of this coming. They thought we were just niggas, wetbacks and spicks, man. Mm-hmm. That's all they thought we are. They thought they could sit here and run over us all this time and not come out on top like the way we're going to. Keep going.
Verse 3. And they repenting and groaning for anguish. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, you're right.
Anguish of spirit shall say within themselves.
Uh-huh.
This was he whom we had sometimes in derision, like derision and a proverb of reproach.
Right. They say they're gonna be saying to themselves, they're like, this is them who we have derision and a proverb of reproach, man. They're gonna be looking like this is who we've named them, we have called them wrong. You know what I'm saying? That must be next up. We've said we've called them out of their name. You know what I'm saying? We oppress these people, and we have reproach on them, man. They said this is those same people that's in great boldness right here in front of us. Look what we've done. Keep going.
Verse 4. We fools accounted his life madness.
Right. Keep going.
And his end to be without honor.
Right. They counted our life badness and our end to be without honor. They thought we were just gonna die off and be nothing to the Most High. They thought they were gonna get away with the 400 years of oppression here in America.
Right.
They thought they were gonna get away for what they've done to us even before in past times, right?
Right.
If we put it all together, we've been oppressed for more than 400 years, right?
Right.
We just make that time period because this is another captivity we've been in.
Right.
Captivity after captivity. Keep going.
Verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of God?
Right. How is he numbered among the children of God? How in the world is he the chosen people of God? I really think about the Jewish man when you think about this. You go like, how is he the children of God? I thought that was us. Our forefathers lied to us. As the scriptures say, our fathers have inherited lies. That's what they're going to think. That's what they're going to see in that day. Keep going.
And his lot is among the saints.
And his lot is among the saints. How is his lot among the saints, man? How is he a saint of the Most High, man? Keep going.
Verse 6. Therefore have we erred from the way of the truth.
Right. Have we erred away from the truth, man? They're going to be like, we didn't know, man. We didn't know how much we was oppressing y'all. We didn't know we stole your identity. They're going to be making up all these excuses when it's that time. But it's going to be too late then. So Christ going to be like, bring him before me. And if he don't want to bow down, slay him.
Mm-hmm.
Rock the Zacchaeus ass. And that's how it's going to end. The end. All right, it's like, no, that's it, man. I will close our class with that. Let me get that security now. Yeah. All right, this is the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We got the I.S.U.P.K started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior YAHANNA. Rule for new brother or sister. A new brother or sister comes into the school. They are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After this 6 months, if a brother has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from their head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and a sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, a brother and a sister will get permission from their head to marry. All right? Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 8 and 21. And Malachi 3 and 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'aseret. 10% of any increase the Lord gives you. Get to the treasury department or the teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation, the Feast of Purim, the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month. And Sunday the 5th, March, and Monday 6th, March 2023. Esther, you can read about this in Esther 9 and 20 through 31. And we have the, what is it, 54th annual Passover, you know what I'm saying, in Raleigh, North Carolina on April 4th. Right? And remind Akim and Aqua if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots,